Hello and welcome to this week's hashtag Toe to Toe. I'm Andy Scott and I've been joined by Johnny Nelson. We are outside the Winkerbank Gym in Sheffield. Johnny, a place that you know very well.
Home sweet home. You know what? Every time I come here, I think, right, I just feel so settled. Best place to be.
Well, the public have been tweeting in, so let's get it underway. At Steve Parsons has said, "Is this fight a huge step up in class for Errol Spence Jr.?"
Personally, you know, it's hard for me to comment on these things because everybody will say you've got your Brook hat on.
You're biased.
Yeah, you're biased. But common sense tells you, yeah, this fight's probably a little bit too early for Errol Spence because this guy's an unbelievable talent. But he's in against a guy that's just right there. He's still there, still alive. In Brook, strong, confident, coming off it. As far as he's concerned, a big success fighting Gennady Golovkin. So he's got the heart. He showed the bottle. He showed that the boxing ability. I think it's just a little bit too early for Errol Spence. But I could be wrong. We'll find out Saturday night.
You touched on it there, the fact that his stock rose in defeat to Gennady Golovkin. At T Lyons 98, Thomas Lyons has said, "How do you think coming down from middleweight will affect Kell in the ring?"
Now you get different guys talking. You know, they talk about Roy Jones when he went up to heavyweight and dropped back down again. That was, you put on like 2-3 stone when he did that. This isn't a massive amount, but Kell actually walks around between you and I and all you lot that are watching about 13 stone. So actually, it's not actually going to be that bad a difference for Kell. The problem is the weight. So if you can get down to the weight comfortably and healthy, and still be strong, still be sharp, still be on point, then to me the biggest, you know, the big issue is dealt with. It's not Errol Spence. It's the weight issue. But he has always been about 13 stone in between fights. So for him to get down to this, yes, it gets harder each time. I never saw the weight until 5 minutes before the weigh-in. So for Kell, again, it's just that it's not a very well kept secret, the weight issue.
Mark Wright's tweeted in. I don't think that's Mark Wright from The Only Way is Essex, but maybe it is. What weight do you think Kell will be when he steps into the ring? So obviously they've got that IBF weigh-in on the morning where he can't put on over 10 pounds, but after that he can refuel as much as he wants. So what do you think he'll be when the first bell rings? I
reckon Dominic's not an idiot. He'll make sure he rehydrates first before he puts food in. I reckon Kell will walk in about 11.5 stone. Comfortably, a comfortable 11.5 stone, because Dominic will sit there with you. Once you've weighed in, it's not go away and start eating rubbish. He'll sit there with you and make you drink at least 2 litres of water before you put any food in your mouth, and then he'll make sure you're sipping all the time when you're eating. So he'll make sure he puts the weight back on naturally and comfortably, so he rehydrates himself, so he's okay.
Josh Rosenberg's tweeted in saying, "Will the fight go the distance one way or another, do you think?"
No, I think Errol Spence is an unbelievable talent. I think Kell Brook is a strong talent. I think if it's a weight issue for Kell, then Errol Spence stops Kell mid to late rounds. If it isn't a weight issue for Kell and Kell's on point and shows the performance he saw against the Gennady Golovkin, I think he stops Errol Spence mid to late rounds.
Andy Cameron switching topics in regards to the fight over in the States at the weekend. What did you make of Dirrell's uncle? Is he a disgrace to boxing? Have you seen the shot, the punch after the bell, and then obviously the altercation that happened afterwards?
The one thing with boxing is it's something you can't rehearse. Emotions get involved. You know, yes, this particular time he showed a side to his character where people thought that is disgusting. He shouldn't be involved in this game. We don't know the things that's going on in his life. We don't know what help he's done to the sport and young kids coming to the sport around. It's not a good example to set. But, you know, emotions get involved in this thing. I'm not condoning it. You know, yes, he needs a slap on the knuckles. He needs to get dealt with this. But don't write him off out of the sport because he let emotions get involved.
Alex McFadden has said, "How good can Gervonta Davies be following his win over Liam Walsh?"
Gervonta Davies, he made it look easy. And Liam Walsh is a class fighter, he's a slick fighter. But he showed he is truly world class power and everything, and he's very humble. This kid has fought from being a youngster. Fighting's in his blood. That's what he does. Very strong, very on point. He's got modern day training involved in old school boxing. He's got Floyd Mayweather behind him, backing him up, really pushing him out there because he thinks this kid can do it. If Floyd Mayweather's coming over with you to back you up, he really is putting his reputation on the line. So he also sees something in Davies to say, look, this kid can and should be something special.
Ayaz Sumra has said, "What is your opinion on Shannon Briggs failing a drugs test?"
That's a shame. It is a shame. Shannon's not fought for a while. I know he's been shouting out a few fights for quite a while. He wants that opportunity. They've not materialised. It is a shame. We hear a lot of these things and we hear a lot of excuses in the heavyweight division. We've heard quite a few failing drug tests over the last couple of years. He has to deal with this issue. And at the age he's at, How will it affect his career? How will it affect his chances? We don't know. But he had momentum and he had support from the fans every time he rocked up to shout out an opponent. These fights just never materialised. So I don't know where he goes from here. I don't know how he accepts it or how he deals with it. But it is a shame.
Cal at Cal Fergie, final one. O'Hara Davies versus Josh Taylor. Who you got?
Wow.
It's a bit unfair, isn't it? From,
yeah.
From Cal.
You see, Josh Taylor, good fire. Technically not the biggest puncher, but O'Hara Davies is. So therefore, that's what we got to look out for. If he lands, then there's an issue. As Taylor got the nous to keep this man off and keep him on the edge of the jab and outbox him, then outpace him, we don't know. But he should have the experience to deal with him. We don't know. But neck on the line, I'd go with new blood, Davies.
Okay, controversial that. Johnny won't be able to go back to Edinburgh anytime soon. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you log on to iTunes and download the full podcast later on. And we've got a lot to look forward to this weekend with Kell Brook against Errol Spence Jr.
Enjoy Sky Sports Live on all screens, on the go, and the best bits on demand.